Chauncey, had a lot happen during that game, first half being so different from the second. What's the thing that most important thing that you take away from that game?
I would say the most important thing that we talked about that was hitting first. You know, I talked to y'all. I mean, the last two times we played them, after the first 6 minutes in the first quarter, we were down 18-6 and 18-7, and that's the type of team that when they get you down, they can really get away from you. So I thought our start was great. We focused in on the start of the game and, being the aggressor and trying to hit first. We knew that we needed to rebound. That team crashes more than anybody in the league. We had a huge night on the glass, big-time night on the glass. To me, that was where the game started, and allowed us to kind of get a cushion, knowing that they was going to make a run at it. They play so fast, they make you make a lot of mistakes. I thought we stayed locked in even when we made mistakes. And obviously having a big-time defensive fourth quarter was huge for us, especially when they came out very aggressive in that third quarter. I thought they stalled our momentum in that third quarter. But, man, we did a really good job in the start of the fourth.
In those other two losses, you also early didn't have someone who forcing the action on offense to make sure you didn't fall behind. Tonight, Denny, 26 in the first half, was that guy. Can you talk about his play?
Oh, man, Denny was incredible in that first half. He really was. Just the force, that he plays with, it has you on your heels, and he's able to finish. And when it's three ball, which has been cooking, three ball is going, he's just a very, very difficult cover, and when we play fast, we rebound and we kind of get out there and just kind of hoop. He's dangerous, he really is. And I thought, we hopped on his shoulders in that first half, and then I thought they picked up their details on him in the second half a little bit, and he did the right thing. He made the right plays. He made the right passes. He still was aggressive. Knowing that they was going to be loading up on him, I thought he made some good reads.
What did you think about your guys' defense on Triple J? I mean, you looked kind of frustrated out there in the fourth quarter. I mean, what do you attribute that to tonight?
I think attention to detail. He's obviously a difficult cover, with his size and his handle, his shooting. We paid attention to the scout and what we wanted to do on him. And, obviously he got away a few times, but not very often. We put a lot of emphasis on trying to keep him under control. It's a tall order, but we did a really good job of that. Everybody that guarded him, they made some changes and so they can have DC guarding him. I thought DC did a really good job, but we were also ready to help, if he got by DC. So we were just really focused on that, and we focused on him. We focused on Bain. Thought Tu did a really good job, and Chris did a really good job, and everybody that guarded him. So I thought one of our most complete games, wire to wire.
7 rebounds tonight for Shea. I know you've been kind of on him really the whole season about wanting to do stuff besides scoring. Have you been happy lately with kind of some of the other stuff he's been doing?
I have. Again, like this team is really, really difficult to guard and to play against with the speed and pace that they play with in the full and half court. I thought Shaden's alertness was really good. Couple mishaps, which they all had, which they make you do that. But I'm always on him about going to get those tough grown man rebounds because there's not a lot of people in the league that can go get those where he goes to get them at. I tell him we need it, man. We need it. You have to impact the game that way, and he's been doing a really good job of that. I thought Shaden played a good all-around game as well.
Coach, defense has always been big with you, and it seems like Ant has really kind of tried to focus in on that and the way he's fighting through screens, getting into his man. What can you say to what he's done on that end of the ball lately? Yeah,
I mean, I would say that for Ant all year. That's one of the things that we talked about over the summer. Is we knew teams are going to attack him. He understands, he knows that. He hates that early in his career he allowed it to happen. So he's now saying, I know they will, but I'm going to be ready. And he just competes his butt off, man. Whether it's in ISOs or screens, he's fighting through, and all I ask him for is just just give me 100% effort, man. Give me all you got there. And Ant's not a lockdown defender, but he's also becoming a guy that you're going to think twice about attacking him, knowing that he does have some physical gifts there. Just use them, and then rely on your help. I think he's done a really good job all season long of competing on the defensive side, whether his shot is going or not. It hadn't changed. He hasn't wavered on that other side of the ball.
When you don't have someone like Ayton who was really killing it before he got hurt, but you can piece together a dominant center basically between Reith and Klingon with what they combine, how huge is that for you guys to be able to do that?
Yeah, it is. It's huge. We knew that it was going to be really tough, when DA went out and then Rob has been down. We knew it was going to be difficult for us. But Wap, I'm so proud of him, man. I'm so proud of him. He played so much for us last year. Come back this year, you got all these centers ready to go. When you draft DC, you look and saying, man, where do I fit? Will I play? And most of the time he didn't. But he stayed locked in. He stayed ready. He went down, played a couple games in the G just to keep his rhythm going. I'm just proud of him, man. Defensively, he's been excellent. He really has. He's been excellent defensively. And I think having DC and then also having WAP, they're so different, So there's lineup things that I do out there against. They started playing in the drop with Edie. I made a quick sub, get WAP, get some pops, see if he can make some shots. They're just so different. You have to play us differently when he's out there. So proud of WAP, man. He's done a really good job, and we're dependent on him.
Chauncey, it's a simple thing, but it looks like Donovan's starting to understand where he can impact the game outside the box score, sealing his man on drives, just knowing kind of the NBA big man thing. Are you seeing that more and more with him, just understanding the impact stuff that doesn't show up in the box score?
Yeah, that's who he is. To be honest, he's a winner, man. And he does so many things that you can never quantify on this white piece of paper. And to your point, like that highway screen that you're talking about, I've been on him, man. I've been on him. I even brought him and Denny in, and I'm teaching him the details of it, the timing of it. Boom, I'm saying we should get one or two of these a game, and we're now starting to, but he's just learning. He's playing so many minutes now. He's playing against so many different types of centers now. He's playing against all starting centers now. I mean, the education he's getting is priceless. It really is. And we knew that would happen once DA was going to be down for a bit. And it's just paying off for him, man. He's starting to figure this NBA thing out in terms of where he'll have where he's going to be able to make the most hay, And I think the guys just absolutely love playing with him.